Hi friends, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be unboxing the pen that I bought during Fountain Pen Day. Fountain Pen Day was started in 2012 and it's an annual thing the first Friday of November, where a lot of retailers have sales and discounts on fountain pens and ink. In the past, I've purchased a lot, but this year I'm trying to be a bit more minimalistic and conscious of my purchases, considering the large collection that I already have. So this year I decided to purchase from the Italian online retailer called Stilo&Stile and purchased a pen that I had my eye on, and they had a really great discount and the shipping was super quick. So let's get to it. This box is a little beat up, but it's come all the way from Rome, Italy. So here it is, Stilo&Stile Momento Magico Desert Night limited edition. It was their collaboration with Leonardo, I believe, last spring. And I've had my eye on it for a while, so took advantage of their Fountain Pen Day sale to pick it up. And considering the shop is based in Rome, the shipping was very fast, even to the United States. So I received this order within 5 days, and I had a mistake on my shipping information and they corrected it very swiftly as well, and they're so kind as well. Here it is. It's gorgeous. So this pen is a Leonardo Momento Magico, which is the same style pen that I have that I got from the DC Pen Show, which means it's the piston filler model from Leonardo. And I love this style pen. It's meant to look like desert sand and sky, and it's so gorgeous. You can see little flecks in the pen material that just look like sand, and the variations are beautiful. And I got this in the elastic extra fine, which is also the same nib size that I have in my other Leonardo, and I really love it. Very happy with this. Mine is number 215 out of 250. So Stilo&Stile also has this really cool custom nib program where you can purchase a custom nib that is made from 5 well-known nibmeisters within the fountain pen community, and it wasn't included in their Fountain Pen Day sale, but I decided to pick one up because they just seemed very interesting. I picked up the Perspective Grind nib from Gena Salorino, who makes the journaler nib originally just for Esterbrook, but I think now you can purchase it for other pens as well. The journaler is one of my favorite nibs to use, so I was really pleased to see that Gena had a few custom nibs with Stilo&Stile. So the Perspective nib is similar to an architect point, and I'm interested to try this one out because I do like architect nibs, and this one just sounded very interesting, and I always use my journaler nib on my Esterbrook SD, so very excited to try this out. This has the Stilo&Stile logo on the nib, and you can easily switch it out in the Leonardo with this one. And I think actually any pen that uses a YOLO nib, if I understand correctly, so maybe this would fit my Esterbrook SD as well. So the Perspective nib, according to their website, is inspired by the Naginata Togi nib, and it's similar to an architect point in that the downstroke is narrower than the cross stroke. The goal of this one is that it's perfect to write with for daily writing like journaling, notes, planning, but adds style and distinctness to your handwriting. So that to me sounds kind of similar to the journaler nib, so I'm very excited to try this one out and see how I like it. So in inking this pen up, I am deciding between Pilot Iroshizuku Inaho or my new number 22 Shirakashi Gold from Kobe. I think they're both very similar, but the Inaho is more of a brown undertone. I think the number 22 also has a brown tone, but it just is more yellow gold. And I think either of these would be a really nice match for this pen. Or a brown ink too, but I feel like most of the brown inks, most of my pens right now are inked with brown, so I kind of want to try something different. Maybe I will dip this nib and just see how it works first, and then I'll decide later on. As you can see, both of these colors are so similar. So if you are looking for the now discontinued and very highly sought after Inaho, I would recommend Kobe 22. I do think the Kobe 22 is a bit lighter and maybe a bit more green. It's really hard to tell in this light, but in person, the Kobe 22 does pull a bit more light green than Inaho, but they're so similar and they have that really nice brown undertone that I like as well. I think I might ink this one with Inaho though. About the perspective nib, I really like it. I do think that the perspective nib is very similar to the journaler nib from Gena. However, the perspective nib does feel a bit more broad, which is actually very nice. It does write very smoothly and puts down a broader line, I feel like. But I do think that you'd get some nice variation with this as well. And I'm gonna keep trying this out, but I really like it so far. So I'm very excited to now have this nib in my collection and perhaps use this in other pens as well. Overall, I'm so excited for this pen and to continue using it and seeing how I like the nib. I think it was a worthwhile purchase and I'm very excited to have it in my collection. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.